99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. Couple reminders, Pearl Jam tickets all this week. We gave away a pair about an hour ago. We'll have them all week, 7:40 on the Morning X ticket window. And tomorrow morning, 6 to 10, Jimmy Barron filling in full show on the Morning X. Right now, Celebrity Sleaze with Leslie Fram.
Tough to see headlines like this, Barnes. L.A. infernos could burn for weeks. Yeah, the Palisades and Eaton fire still out of control. Multiple deaths, displacing nearly 200,000 people and more, destroying as many as 10,000 structures. I mean, whole residential neighborhoods like you mentioned earlier.
It's really strange.
The overhead shots are alarming.
We canceled our trip. We were supposed to go out and broadcast for the Grammys.
Oh, of course.
I felt like we were staying in an Airbnb, and I felt like that needed to be used
for people
because so we pulled out of that immediately. This weekend we pulled out, and I know you still have to go because you're on a board with the Grammys, but I can't imagine the Grammys are in like 3 weeks.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, seeing the show, no one's in the mood to celebrate. It's just so freaking sad.
A lot of celebrities are helping. Jennifer Garner lost a friend in the LA wildfires. Here she is talking to MSNBC.
This is really uncomfortable and sad. These reporters, geez, just back off of these people.
How has it been for you? I know you lost a friend.
I did lose a friend, and for our church, it's really tender, so I don't feel like I should talk about her yet. But,
Got it.
yeah, I did lose a friend who did not get out in time. And,
Well, how has it been for you just to see all this?
it's just, my heart bleeds for my friends. I mean, I can think of 100 families, and there are 5,000 homes lost. I could just write out a list of 100 friends who lost their homes.
I mean, I know everyone's just trying to get the story, but stay off those angles. It's just so freaking uncomfortable for these people who are trying to just get through it.
I do like that a lot of companies are stepping up. Disney pledging $15 million.
Yeah.
SAG-AFTRA and Paramount $1 million. Tim Cook with Apple talking about they're going to support in a big way. Even celebrities like Paris Hilton giving money. Jamie Lee Curtis giving $1 million. I mean, this is probably what we're going to start seeing, which is great. Mandy Moore, I'm sure you saw this story, telling critics to kindly F off amid backlash over sharing her in-laws' GoFundMe for the fire losses. Quote, "We lost most of our life in a fire, too." So what happened was she shared a GoFundMe page for her in-laws whose home burned down. I guess the campaign started at $60,000 and went up well over $170,000. And then she said, yesterday, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Griff and Kit, lost their home and everything that they own in the Eaton fire with their first baby now, more than a week away. Griff is a touring musician. Anyway, she went on, and people were just like, well, you have money. Why don't you pay for it?
Yeah, people, guess what? These celebrities don't have endless money, by the way.
Yeah, and she lost everything in the fire as well. So she basically said, I just shared this, kindly F off. No one is forcing you to do anything.
And I'm sure she's helping in some way, but she can't just empty her checkbook.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, she opened it up to people to crowdsource that because some friends of the people who it happened to may find out that way and want to be able to help.
Exactly.
It's just weird how people want to tell other people how to use their money.
There was a celebration Friday for Hoda, the Hoda-bration. Friday on the Today Show, Hoda read a goodbye letter.
Dude, did you see the mess up that they had? They have the Hoda and Jenna show, in the third hour or whatever?
Yeah. I was going to talk about that.
Well, what I was saying is the mess up you were?
No, what happened at the mess up?
Their mics weren't on.
What?
So they were in a studio with an audience, which they're not normally in. I guess it was just for this. And it almost looked like how Kelly and Ryan, whoever's on it these days, Kelly and Mark.
Yeah.
That kind of studio. The mics were on in the audience, and the mics were on everywhere else, but their two mics weren't on. For 20 minutes, I think.
Not 20 minutes.
A long time.
I mean, usually if somebody says 60 seconds, it's in television, that's a lifetime.
It was more than 8 minutes. At one point, I just turned it down because all you could hear was the studio applause.
The poor Hoda-bration.
It was really weird, but yeah, here's your letter.
To our viewers who have been my extended TV family for the last 16 years, this is a letter for you. It's actually kind of a thank you note as well. How do I say thank you for more hugs and more love than one person deserves? 16 years ago, I sat next to Kathy Lee, and she changed my life. I was a hard news person, a Dateline person, and then one day, she called me Hoda Woman. Thank you, Hoda Woman. I ripped off that news corset. We poured ourselves a glass of wine, and so it began. I reached the mountaintop so high on that day, I knew in that very moment there was no greater peak. Having a front row seat to all of this truly helped shape who I am. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey. I've become who I am on this hour of this show, and you were there with me every step of the way. So as I sit here today, in my final moments on this final day in this chapter of my career, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my very full heart for the ride of a lifetime. I love you.
Now she's just going to go home and hug her millions and millions.
She'll still be part of the network somehow, but did you see what they're going to do for that last hour with Jenna Bush Hager? She's announcing a bunch of celebrity guests.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson being one of them. This week it's Taraji B. Henson, which is really smart. Let's see, the week of the 17th, Eva Longoria, Keke Palmer the week after that.
How do we get you on there?
And then Scarlett Johansson.
You'd be great with her.
Dude, I'd love it. It'd be so much fun.
I wonder if they're doing this to try it while they're looking for a co-host.
Yeah, while they're looking. It's like a stunt thing.
Yeah. You should get in there, Leslie. Come on, you know some people.
Did you see? Did you see where Nikki Glaser claims that she got paid less than a former male host at the Globes?
I did.
But she said, I honestly would have done it for free. She said it's not about the money. You know, she's kind of just getting started. I don't understand. I've definitely done some things where I haven't worked that hard, but the stakes haven't been this high. Quote, there was a past host who said how much he got paid in his monologue, and I got less than that, but that's okay. I'll get more next time.
Oh, yes, you will. And he sucked, and he got paid. But that's that whole man-woman thing. But also, she also was not, like, proven to carry a show like that. I bet she really gets paid next time.
Finally, in Sleaze, Paris Jackson, daughter of Michael, sharing a very heartfelt message, Barnes, on Instagram, that she reached a significant milestone in her journey towards sobriety. 5 years from alcohol and heroin.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Damn.
Glad that she's reached a 5-year mark on sobriety. Paris Jackson. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back on the Give Them Lala podcast.
No, I have a very short fuse.
Get to know the TV personality.
I don't need to watch the show because I get the real life version.
From relationships and motherhood.
Let me tell you something about breastfeeding.
To business and beyond.
You are scared of failure, so it prevents you from trying. This is where we implement a big set of ovaries, and then we obsess.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.